At least I'm probably about 260. 260. Look who showed up. Look who showed
Finally,
up.
where are you?
Look who showed up.
I was here. I told you I didn't want to come at 8, and then he was like, just come and film. So I was like, we did a crazy leg workout, and then Mike's like, all right, we had Cracker Barrel, and then he took me to sushi, and I'm like,
oh man,
I'm done. My stomach is done.
Yeah.
But I want to say I'm inspired by like how crazy you look at that age, and just bringing it to the younger guys that are like Ian and those guys.
I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, I love how everybody says that I inspire them, but honestly, at the end of the day, you guys inspire me. I have a lot of young athletes. Matt over here that works his butt off and trains, and honestly, the young guys are pushing me to stay young. So I'm happy it works in both worlds. Like, they show appreciation for me, with my age and how I push forward, but without them, it's not giving me anything to push forward to. So at the end of the day, we're all helping each other out no matter what. So I definitely appreciate it, brother.
Oh, shit. I appreciate
100%.
I didn't know you before the trip, and I was like, crap, I didn't even know you were with Phil.
Right.
So when I saw you, I was like, I'm a fan. I'm so totally a fan. And then I was like, dude, this guy looks crazy, and in person, I don't think the photos give you justice, because you are super round, full, like just crazy, like dense muscle that I haven't seen. And
well, listen, we're gonna try to be better. I know you're gonna come in better. We haven't really nailed it for next year yet, but it's always gonna be Tampa.
I say you do an earlier show.
I'm thinking about it. I want to do an earlier show, shut it down now, start early in the season. Definitely do Tampa. I'm definitely coming back out to Texas. It goes down in Texas. I will be back there.
Indy Pro.
That could be a possibility.
When's that? In May?
Yeah, I feel like it's usually early May.
I think you should do Indy and come out swinging, and then get that qualification early. Because I don't think a lot of people are going to do Indy.
A lot of people haven't been competing earlier in the year, so that's a good idea.
I think you wait too long, and then you kind of get in that stage where you got to catch up.
Yes.
And get that qualification.
That's 100%. That's 100%. And Patty do make suggestions of me trying to compete earlier, and all these suggestions I'm taking into play. And that's definitely something we plan on doing, starting early, so we don't have to push ourselves so hard towards the end.
Right. So I've been telling him for a while to do the earlier shows, and he hasn't listened to me. So maybe now he will. Thank you, Austin.
Hey.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely
Let me tell you guys
linked
something.
up, brother.
Never. Never give up, because had obviously a bad placing in Tampa, and it was not my look, and I explained it in an IG post. Way different look than I expected, and I literally felt like quitting, and I felt like the world was like, I'm screwed. I'm like, I'm not doing bodybuilding anymore. I'm like, I'm done, because that was the worst feeling in my life. And then I was like, you know what? I have fans, I love bodybuilding, and it's like, I'm doing this for myself.
Yes.
So just put my head down and then just come back.
Bodybuilding is a very subjective sport, okay? And it can get into your head, and that's what I'm explaining. If we have that brotherhood of bodybuilder family brotherhood to push each other when we feel like, everything is coming down on us, I think it just makes bodybuilding better in general, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm pushing for, is for the love of bodybuilding, for us to push each other, and look for all of us to have success. It's about success at the end of the day. Even though we're battling, we still want everyone to have a successful life in the sport and a healthy life.
I agree.
Okay?
And I think too, like, don't let anybody ever tell you, like, you're too old, or you have a bad placing and you should stop. Just do it for yourself, because, like, Milo said it to me perfect. He's like, you have a great physique. Like, your physique didn't go anywhere, you just didn't peak right. So it's just making those minor adjustments, but keeping your head up high.
Keep it high.
And then just focus, and then focus on the task
and
at
always
hand.
remember too, you're competing against yourself.
Right.
I think a lot of us get caught up with chasing other people's physiques or trying to be like other people. I believe that if you could be a better version of yourself prior to the show you did and continue to do that, that's how you're going to grow in life, as well as bodybuilding, and just be a stronger and a much more successful person in general.
What do you think? I think that's like the key to life. That's like the key to life right there.
That's 100%.
And have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because like you could get killed or break your arm and then what? You're never going to bodybuild again?
Tomorrow's never promised. So take every day for what it is. Tomorrow's never promised, and tomorrow will take care of itself. So we love to stress and worry about what's going on today. One foot in front of the other is what I tell myself in everything in life. One foot in front of the other, one day at a time. And you'll make it through whatever.
Walls closing in, I guess that I'm going big. So appropriate that I leave him motionless. What's the point of moving? You ain't been close to this. I know you as a student when the chosen brewing. All emotions growing intrusive. Stop that. In my bag and they feelings usually. You see the balance if he knew he been a maverick for it. Had me in a two-seat with my homies. Still a visionary till the movie. So only those who would get the picture true.
There's one thing about lifting weights is you could always take it out on the weights. And I've always done that my whole life.
Talking out your wallet, but you confident with no dug. Face earth shattering, got the plans to make the coast break. Keep acting like you can.
Let me tell you something. When you do a show and you don't come out the way that you want to present yourself on stage, and you come out, I mean, it's a very humbling experience for me, and I'm never in outside of the top 5, so to get in that third call out and it's such a huge show, it broke me down. I was crying in my hotel room. Like I was devastated because I put everything I have into this, so this is like my life. So I kept my head strong, focused, fixed the adjustments. I literally starved myself for 5 days, and I just got back on cardio, and I knew, because I talked to a lot of professional coaches, and they said, Austin, you didn't lose your body. Okay, you still have the great physique. You just didn't peak well. So I knew what changes needed to be made, and made those changes, and believed in myself, didn't listen to any of the trolls online, and I knew doing Texas Pro was the show to redeem myself, and you guys saw, obviously, I was right there neck and neck for that first place Olympia qualification. But I'm very humbled and blessed just to even be in that first call out again, and knowing what I should be at. And I say that I'm very humble, but I'm very excited because I know what I brought in 6 days. I brought that back to the stage, and just give me another, I think, 6 to 8 months to see if I put on all the size that I need to put on. But I think there's a show coming up at the Legion Pro after 2 weeks after the Olympia, and I think they have a 212 division. So we can win that and get qualified for 2022. We'll have a whole year to grow. So that's kind of in the making right now. And then if not, I talked about this before in my other HD videos, is I'd love to go to the Open, but you guys know it takes time, and you got to put on a lot of mass. It's got to be quality, guys. It can't be just fluff. Density and quality tissue. So that's also in the making too. So I'm a hybrid, guys. I'm like 5'8", 5'9", and I can hang with the Open guys, and I can hang with the 212. So I got to go what's the healthiest and what's the best decision for my body. So, but this is something that I love to do, guys. So I wouldn't be able to do this sport unless I loved it, truly love it. Like Dorian, I love dieting and I love the lifestyle. So, and HD Muscle with taking my health products, everything, pre-workouts, it really helps. So I live this lifestyle every day. This is something that I practice and preach, even like to anybody that competes. Just love the lifestyle, and you'll do good no matter what. And then fall in love with that. Don't fall in love with winning. Fall in love with like what you love to do. So that's just my advice, guys. I'm so glad to have HD Muscle as my sponsor and support me even through the rough rough times and the good times, and we're only gonna get better from here, and you guys are gonna see a lot more from me. I'm not done, so we're still coming for that Olympia qualification, so don't count me out, guys. I'm a fighter, I've always been, so we'll see you soon, and stay tuned.